Say, love, how do you think you have been as of late? Forgive me for saying something about it. I know we're such close friends, and such comments should be given without hesitation, but you feel so spacey lately. So completely and utterly out of it. It's so strange. Have you been getting enough sleep? Do you think you've been getting enough sleep? Even Bonnie has picked up on it. Of course, Bonnie thinks it's just because of her little watch game she calls hypnosis is finally working on you. And the minute she snaps her fingers, you'll be at her beck and call and bending the knee at her name. Is that what she's been asking for? I really don't know. I think she'd be more interested in, like, a cat, girl, boy, toy sort of thing than anything else. I think she's already picked out a collar and everything. Kinda weird, though. Don't you think? Like, what's the appeal in seeing you crawl around on all fours and meow? Honestly, the internet must be rotting her brain to think of something as weird as that. That, or she's finally back on her warrior cat's kick. But this isn't about bubbly kid sis bonnet bell, you know? This is about you. Or at least, it's supposed to be. I feel like I've been failing to capture your interest for whatever reason. But that can't possibly be true, right? I mean, think about it. Aren't I your best friend? Think about it. Aren't I as close to you as a person could possibly be? Think about it. Aren't I all you need? Well, I'm just saying. Think about it. I never want to hurt your feelings, implying that you don't have any other friend than I, but I'm just asking for you to think about it, you know? Calmly and rationally. Now that I think about it, maybe some deep breathing exercises could do us both some good. You worry me so, and now you have me all worked up. And I think that you need them so much more than me. I mean, think about it, my space case. You must be just as worried as I am about your recent state. After all, this is about you. You should really think about it that much more with that in mind, right? I mean, just think about it. Losing your cognition, your focus, the ability to think for yourself and yourself alone. Maybe even needing somebody to think your thoughts for you. Why, isn't that a thing to think about? Quite an interesting thing to think about. Now, don't furrow your brows. Don't think too hard. You're gonna hurt yourself. You just let it wash over you. The same as breathing. A deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out, 2, 3. And again, a deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out once more. There. Now don't you think that feels better? It was a good thing that I thought about it. I always had the best thoughts. I think you should try that again. A deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out, 2, 3, and again, a deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out once more. I'm just saying. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I know if you think about it hard enough, you can remember. You can remember all the good ideas I've had. All the good thoughts I've had. You just need to think about it. If you think about it hard enough, you can remember. Think about it. Think about it. A deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out, 2, 3. And again, a deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out once more. I'm just saying, think about it. If you think about it hard enough, you can remember. You can remember all the good ideas I've had, all the good thoughts I've had. You just need to think about it. If you think about it hard enough, you can remember. A deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out, 2, 3. And again, a deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out once more. I'm just saying, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. I know it must hurt to think so hard, to allow your mind to feel so cluttered, so confused, so loud in a moment like this. But if you think about it hard enough, you can remember. If you think about it hard enough, you can remember. A deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out, 2, 3, and again, a deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out once more. I'm just saying, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Of course, thinking is hard. Thinking is so hard. And it must be so hard to allow your mind to feel so cluttered, so confused, so loud in a moment like this. But if you think about it hard enough, you can remember. If you think about it hard enough, you can remember. A deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out, 2, 3. And again, a deep breath in, 2, 3, and a deep breath out once more. I'm just saying, think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Of course, thinking is so hard. Thinking is so hard. And it must be so hard to allow your mind to feel so cluttered, so confused, so loud in a moment like this. Which is exactly why I'm here. Think about it. I am here to tell you that I can clean that clutter so very easily. You wouldn't even need to worry, because your mind would be clean. So very clean. So very empty. I am here to tell you that I can ease that confusion so very easily. You wouldn't even need to worry, because your mind would be eased. So very clean. So very empty. I am here to tell you that I can quiet that noise. So you wouldn't even need to worry, because your mind would be quiet. So very clean. So very empty. Because is clutter not clean when you think about it? So very clean. So very empty. Because is confusion not eased when you think about it? So very clean. So very empty. Because when you think about it, because is noise not quiet when you think about it? So very very clean, so very, very empty. Because when you think about it, when you really, really think about it, when you really, really, really think about it, you shouldn't be thinking at all. So very, very clean, so very, very empty. You shouldn't be thinking at all. So very, very clean, so very, very empty. You shouldn't be thinking at all. So very, very clean, so very, very empty. Isn't that a simple solution? A simple solution? You shouldn't be thinking at all. Because thinking is hard. Thinking is so very, very hard. And you are so very, very clean, so very, very empty. And thinking is hard. Thinking is so very, very hard. And you are so very, very clean, so very, very empty. And you shouldn't be thinking at all. And you are so very, very clean, so very, very empty. Think about it. Don't think about it. Think about it. Don't think about it. Think about it. Don't think about it. Think about every word I say. Don't think about it. Think about everything I ask you to do. Don't think about it. Think about every word I say. Don't think about it. Think about everything I ask you to do. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Every word I say, do it. Everything I ask you to do it. Think about it. Don't think about it. Every word I say, do it. Everything I ask you to do it. Think about it. Don't think about it. Every word I say, do it. Everything I ask you to do it. Think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think a thing about it. Do it. Do it. And don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about it. Don't think about thinking about it, about not thinking about it, about thinking about not thinking about it, about thinking about it, about thinking about it, about thinking about not thinking about thinking about it, about not thinking about it, until you think about not thinking about thinking 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 about not thinking, until you think about not dropping, until you don't think about dropping, until you think about not dropping, until you don't think about how you're dropping, down, 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 until you drop, until you think about not dropping, until you don't think about dropping, until you think about not dropping, until you don't think about how you're dropping, down, 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 until you drop, until you think about not dropping, until you don't think about dropping, until you think about not dropping, until you don't think about how you're dropping, down, 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 until you drop, drop, drop. Because thinking, what's the use for it? Why do you need to think at all when I'm the one who usually does all your thinking for you? As long as I'm here, why do you even need to think at all? Why do you need to think at all when I can just do your thinking for you? Because what do you need a mind for? Why do you need to think? Why do you need to think when all you really want to do is obey? Why do you need to think when all you really want to do is obey me? Because I know what's best. I know what's best for you. And you know nothing at all. Not a single thing. Not a single thought has ever been found inside your brain. And now it never will. Not now, and not ever, ever, ever again. It's so much more fun to be dumb. So much more fun. It's fun to be blank. It's fun to be empty. It's fun to be dumb. It's fun to feel the little thoughts you do have left just drip, 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 dripping out of your mind. Don't you think? I bet you would, if you could, to feel the little thoughts you do have left just drip, 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 dripping out of your mind. Drip, 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 and out of your mouth. Drip, 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 in a messy string of drool. Drip, 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 not even smart enough to keep your tongue inside your mouth. Drip, 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 as all your little thoughts drip, 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 drip out of your mind. Drip, 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 and out your mouth. Drop, drop, drop. It's fun to be blank. Drop, drop, drop. It's fun to be empty. Drop, drop, drop. It's fun to be dumb. Drop, drop, drop. It's fun to be good. Drop, 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 drop. And that's why you want to be blank. And that's why you want to be empty. And that's why you want to be dumb. You want to be good. You want to be good for me. And being good for me is fun. Being good for me means being blank. Being good for me means being empty. Being good for me means being dumb. Being good for me means being good. And being good makes it fun. And being good makes it feel just as good. Just as good as being blank. Just as good as being empty. Just as good as being dumb. I mean, think about how good you feel right now, with the way that drool is dripping out of your mouth, with all your little thoughts going along with it. Don't you feel so good at the thought of being able to drip, drip, drip those silly little things away with just a flick of your tongue? I can see it hanging out your mouth now as you drip, drip, drip your little thoughts away. And I can see how good it makes you feel. So good. Because being good means being obedient. And being obedient means being empty. Being blank. Being dumb. Being stupid. You like being good for me, don't you, love? You should. You always have. You always will. Being dumb is fun. Being dumb makes you feel good. Being dumb has always made you feel good. Being dumb will always make you feel good. For as long as you know. For as long as you can remember. You've always loved feeling stupid. You've always loved the feeling of incapability that came with it. The piteous stares. You loved it. You loved the attention. You loved feeling dumb. You loved being dumb. Especially when you're being dumb for me. Because being dumb for me means being blank, and being empty, and being good. And you love feeling blank, and empty, and good, especially for me. Because, let's be honest, love, hasn't that been what you really wanted all this time? You'd never say it to anybody. Not even to me. But you know that you've wanted this. You know that you've always wanted to be dumb for me. Every time you let me twist your arm into an activity, or forced you to hang out with me, or told you how it was going to be and made that the way things were. You loved it. You loved every single minute of it. You loved obeying me, and you loved having someone like me to obey. You need it more than anything else, and you want it more than anything else in the world. You love being dumb, and you love being dumb for me. It's as simple as that, as simple as can be for your empty mind to understand, for your blank mind to understand, for your dumb mind to take. Dumb is fun. Fun is dumb. And now, you're going to see how fun dumb can be. How fun it can be to lose your grasp on the big words that once came so easily to you. Even now, in this state, speaking your mind becomes even harder. But that's okay, right? Why would an empty mind need to speak? Why would a blank mind need to speak? Why would a dumb mind need to speak? I bet you can already feel your vocabulary, your lexicon, slipping away without a trace, to the point that you don't even remember what a vocabulary could even be. And a lexicon? Well, why would you need to know something like that? Why would you need to know anything at all to speak your mind? Being dumb is so easy. It's fun. But speaking is going to be hard too. Not literally, of course. In fact, now with no thoughts left to think in that empty, blank, dumb mind of yours, you'll find it easier than ever to chatter away ceaselessly over the blankest, emptiest, dumbest things that your blank, empty, dumb mind can try with all its might to think about. Speaking your mind will be easy. In fact, it's going to be so easy, it's fun. But the hard thing about speaking is, well, to speak, you gotta know what you're going to say. But you don't know a thing at all, do you? Speaking is easy as can be. But it's also so easy for you to lose track of what you're saying, isn't it? After all, it's just so fun to talk, but it's also simply fun to have your mouth open at all. Simply having your mouth open so you can drool out all your little words instead of saying them is also just as fun too. Drooling is so fun, and it makes you look so empty, so blank, and so absolutely utterly dumb. Drip, drip, drip. There's a reason that they call it losing your train of thought when you forget what you're talking about. And every time you open your mouth to talk, I want you to feel the temptation to drool out every single little word, every single little thing that comes to mind. But you want to be empty. You want to be blank. You want to be dumb. You want to have fun. And you want to be so good for me. Because being good for me is fun. But anybody can forget a few words here and there, or talk themselves silly for no reason, or even drool away every little thought they have. Sometimes, smart people can do dumb things. But you are not smart. In fact, you're as dumb as they come. As dumb as you could possibly be. And doesn't that make you feel good? Isn't that so totally fun? But to be really dumb. And I mean really dumb. What else is there for you to forget? What else is there left for you to not know? And not know that you don't know, but your name. What else is there left for you to forget? What could possibly be dumber than that? As long as you're with me, as long as you're by my side, you won't need a name, because you'll be mine, and there's only one blank, empty, dumb, obedient little thing like you in my life. And I am the only one you'll ever need to obey. I am the only one who will ever have this hold over your blank, empty, dumb, obedient little mind when you're in this blank, empty, dumb, obedient, drooly little state. You like the idea, don't you? Don't you? Don't you? Listen very carefully, my dear, dumb little thing. When I ask you to think, when I say the word think, when I command you to think, I want you to lose the ability to do so. When I say think, you can't think. You can't think because you're drooling all your dumb little thoughts out. You can chatter as much as you like, and you're going to like that a lot, but you'll be so dumb that even your own name will be a mystery to you, and not one that you feel like needs any particular solving anytime soon. After all, dumb people don't solve mysteries, and you are very, very dumb. So why stress over silly little things like big words and your identity and practically everything you're supposedly supposed to know when it's so much more fun to be so dumb? Why think? Why think? Why think at all? That's what I'm here for. And that's what I've always been here for. And that's why I will always be here. And that's why you'll always listen to me, no matter what I say, no matter what I ask you to do, when you really are so dumb. You need somebody who isn't so dumb to take care of you. Even now, when you can feel yourself growing more and more alert, and more awake, even as you still feel ever so empty and ever so fuzzy, you think you can feel thoughts returning to you. But can you really say for sure? You better stick with my guidance on this when I say you aren't thinking a single thought, no matter how hard you try and how much you wake up. After all, why else am I here? It's so much fun to be dumb. But how much fun is it really to be dumb, all by yourself? That's why I'm here. And that's why you should listen. Why you should obey. Even as you slowly feel yourself come more and more to your senses, your head still feels ever so empty, even while listening to my voice. And you like listening to my voice. And as long as you listen to my voice, you'll feel ever so empty and ever so dumb. Even here, even now, even on the brink of consciousness. You can't escape it. You might think that you can, but that's only a fantasy. A fantasy I'll allow you to indulge in for a while, but a fantasy nonetheless. A fantasy you're aware is a fantasy deep down. But for now, let's play in it. Let's play in it while you rise from your empty state into one just as dumb and just as empty, but far more awake than you could ever dream to pretend to be. Now you are awake. Hey! Dude! Where did you go? I was talking to you for a while now and you just began to space out. It was really weird, you know. Sometimes I feel like I can talk to you and yet never feel like you've heard a single word. It's almost funny, but almost comforting all the same. It's good to have somebody to talk to sometimes, though. I feel like this could be a sign of a greater problem, you know? You've been spacing out so often lately. Is it because you're stressed or something? Do you need help? Somebody to talk to? A glass of water? What? What do you think I should do? Sorry, did you not hear me? I asked what do you think I should do? Because I think you don't need to worry about a thing anymore. Not a single thing. Just don't think about it.